Yo, what's good, everybody? Today we got the Philadelphia 76ers. As you can see, the roster is different. We added Victor Oladipo, Pascal Siakam, and Bam Adebayo to the starting lineup. And Philly is number one in the East right now. I think they have the best record in the league right now. So it's going to be fun to try to see how we stack up. The playoffs are not too far off, so getting to play these guys, see what they're about, like see if we can actually beat them. And based on the last video, you guys know we made some trades. It wasn't working. We were losing. So this will be a good test, a good test marker. So the tip off goes off, and off the rip, Ben Simmons still on the team here, but off the rip he finds Joel Embiid for a wide open dunk. So we didn't start off great. It's time to see how DeMar can carry the scoring load, and off the rip he's hitting the jumper. So it's looking good. I like it. DeMar, I wonder. I'm trying to see how much of a scoring load he can carry, but as I think that Seth Curry gets a layup. DeMar going one-on-one. I think that's Matisse Thybulle or something like that, and he hits a fadeaway jumper. Bang! It's going back and forth, a bang type of plays. Ben Simmons gets a wide open layup as he penetrates. Now Victor Oladipo turns the ball over, but it's going to be interesting to see what the scoring dynamic is going to be on the team now. And as DeMar goes to work again, hits a pump fake, gets it blocked. Bam gets a rebound, gets it back to DeRozan. He hits a pretty jumper, a nice little mid-range jumper. And I think he scored all our points so far. So he's handling the scoring load well. Victor Oladipo down to Bam, and he gets it blocked. They find Simmons down there in the paint. We get it back to DeMar, and he gets a manhandles Thybulle down there and gets a nice layup. Now Embiid, they get down to Embiid, he gets a wide open layup. DeMar DeRozan gets a nice dunk, blows by. I think that was Seth Curry, and they try a lob, which, if they got, would have been tragic for us, but Lonzo gets a bucket right there. And DeMar has a hot hand right now, calls for a screen, tries it, doesn't go. So we're doing pretty good, like, right now. I think the old team would be losing by 10 right now, but we're hanging in there. We're only down by 3 so far. And Shooter, our subs come in. Shooter gets a tough layup and the and one on Seth Curry. Trying to get a stop and take the lead possibly. We play good defense, challenge the shot, get the rebound, and there are no real fast break opportunities like that. The defense usually sets up pretty fast. I don't know if it's because it's Philly and they just have good fast break defense, but our second unit is doing good so far. We've gotten a few stops. We're challenging. We're playing good defense, but Drummond comes in and gets a layup right there. We're trying to get Siakam going. He's in with the reserves, trying to get him a one-on-one situation, and he cannot get past Thybulle. We try to back down, get something in the paint, and no, it's not going. No dice. And Robert Williams, I think that is, gets a huge block right there. Stops it from going into a 5-point lead. Seth Curry maneuvering, trying to get a basket, gets a good assist there to Drummond. He misses, gets his own rebound, gets it out to Curry. Curry misses a 3, and another good defense. I love defensive sequences when they're going hard and we put a stop to whatever they're trying to do. Ben Simmons tries for jump right there, no dice. And Siakam to Williams to Schroeder, who hits a tough three. It wasn't that contested, but it was a good three. And then I think that's Wayne Ellington. I don't know who that is actually, but he gets a basket. And now we're tied up in this early second quarter. So I like where we're at right now. We can score consistently. I have people I can trust to get a basket. Schroeder right now has earned my trust. Robert Williams. We traded for Robert Williams too. He's earned my trust. He's gotten good big time blocks, challenges at the rim just like that. That's what I need. Adebayo, going against Embiid, I don't expect him to win that matchup, but Robert Williams coming off the bench, Schroeder coming off the bench, getting baskets. Our bench was not this good before the huge trade that we made. Simmons gets a basket, and we take a timeout right there. So this is the current lineup, the backup lineup that we have on there. I like it. I want Siakam to get more involved, be more reliable defensively and offensively, but I like what we have. I can work with this. I think those backdoor lobs, those are like momentum killers, and they can just summon that anytime they want like that. Lonzo got a stop on one there, but I hate those. As DeRozan got a nice basket. He's been reliable so far. I need reliable scorers, and right now it's been DeRozan and Schroeder. And okay, I thought you were about to make that, but I'm trying to get a fast break going. Get it to Lonzo. Lonzo out to Adebayo, I think, and he hits the nice mid-range. Trying to get more ball movement and instead of trying to go one-on-one, but this is the starting lineup. Tell me what y'all think about that lineup and how you think that lineup will work in real life. But Simmons trying to facilitate. We get another stop, and Robert Williams stepping up again, getting a huge block. Guarding Drummond, I think he's been versatile. Like he's been able to pick up even some guards sometime. But I think that's Tobias Harris. This team is consistent. Like they can get defensive stops, but as far as offensively, they're always getting something. Like I don't know if it's a CPU or what, but this team is ranked, doesn't have the best record in the league so far. And as you can see, look at the halftime stats. It's interesting, like, to try to think about what would have happened if the whole Ben Simmons and Philly thing worked out and he stayed, what that team could have become. But in this game, apparently they're a number one contender. Victor Oladipo has been quiet so far, but he gets blocked right there. And they get a fast break three to Wayne Ellington, and he hits it. Wayne Ellington hit some clutch shots for them. It's a 5-point game. I don't want them to pull away, so I go to what I know best: the sideline drive. If you have a player that can hit a layup, you can get a basket on that pretty consistently. So, and I don't want them to pull away too far. But like plays like that, it's hard to guard. Like, and they have super defense. Like, get their hands in the passing lanes and everything. So like, and the back doors, man. Like the back doors helped me in this game. But trying to get Victor Oladipo more involved. Drives in on Simmons, gets a nice basket. Now Tobias is getting a few baskets. Now he's feeling himself. And once the CPU once they start getting a few baskets, they start feeding that guy. But DeRozan's able to get it to Adebayo, and he was able to get a basket. Now I try to play off of matchups. So Victor Oladipo gets a basket right there. He's kind of got hot. Like, there's those lobs. It's hard to guard those. But I try to go off matchups, so I haven't really tried to score with Adebayo because he's going against Embiid, and Embiid is going to send that shot back most of the time. Like right there, Andre Drummond sending that back. See, this is the type of big man tandem that I had in mind, like having two big men that can protect the paint, like, and get rebounds. Andre Drummond is a perfect backup center, like can get defensive plays, protect the paint, get rebounds. One of the best rebounders in the league, and he can catch lobs and get baskets that way. So that's a perfect big man. As Embiid, I think gets a crazy block. And Seth Curry takes this wild shot and hits it, of course. Now they're starting to pull away. It was a 5-point game. Well, now it's still a 5-point game, but Schroeder hits another clutch shot, brings it back to within 3 with a little less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. It's still a close game. We still have a chance, but I don't like having close games against the CPU. Like, a lot of BS starts happening towards the end of the game, and you can't make any mistakes, and you make. That's the defensive prowess I'm talking about. Like Andre Drummond, it's a crazy block right there, and if he's in the game, you're damn near not gonna get any rebounds. And then they throw crazy lobs like that to Embiid. Like I can see why this team is number 1. And then the paint presence, the defensive paint presence is crazy. They're up by 7. They get it to Drummond, who gets an easy layup. It's hard to guard that. And now they're starting to pull away going into fourth. We need to get a stop right here. They cannot get a basket. So it's time to. I'm trying to turn up the defensive intensity and try to get in the skin a little bit. We get it as Robert Williams comes through again. I think that's his 3rd block. Like I have a feeling I'm gonna like him and Schroeder. Like they've come through for me a lot in this game. So going into the fourth, as Robert Williams again gets an assist right there to Oladipo, and we get a fast break to DeRozan, and he gets a basket. So we've cut it down a little bit. Ben Simmons taking the 3. Yeah, deep 3 at that. Like, what was you thinking? And then that's the defensive stuff I'm talking about. Like they have a multitude of people that can stop you at the paint. But we're penetrating past. It's been working. We get a good stop right there. We get a breakaway dunk, a rare breakaway dunk, and we cut the lead down to 2. They were starting to pull away, but going into the fourth, I was like, we got to turn up the defensive side of it and like make it make sense on offense. And now we get a steal. Victor Oladipo gets a steal. Now we got to be careful with these fast breaks, or we're going to force ourselves into a bad shot and waste the possession. But I get deep in the paint right here and get a layup with Oladipo. And it's a tie game again. So we played smart. We played good defense. And now it's back 0-0 basically. So we're looking good so far. And they got to take a timeout. I'm proud of how we stormed back. So this being able to have reliable defensive plays and scores. Okay, they get a wide open through right there. Is something I couldn't say with the team before. Like I couldn't rely on those guys like I can rely on this team. So Bam. See, I tried it with him right there, but he's not getting out of them. They get a wide open. Look at their fast breaks and look at ours. Like they're getting dunks and stuff like that. As DeRozan gets a clutch basket, we get it, penetrate and kick. We get a good basket off of that. Ben Simmons plays strong in the paint and gets a basket. Victor Oladipo penetrates, can't finish the layup though. Now look at this fast break. Let's see what they get out of this. Dunk again. Like I don't know if our defensive awareness isn't high for fast breaks. We try it in the paint. I don't even know why I tried that. Ben Simmons sends it back. Just like we have defensive guys, they do too. But Tobias Harris is having this of a game and gets a pull-up jumper to go. Siakam, we're trying to get him involved. He gets his basket sent back to him, but Bam is there to clean up. And with this nice double clutch one-handed layup, and Tobias is feeling himself, and he's basically having whatever he wants right there. I think that was Siakam who gets a shot off and misses it. But when Tobias is doing stuff like that, like getting his own putback and putting it in, like it's not looking good for us. But Schroeder gets another and one right there. He's gotten a clutch basket so far. And Tobias makes another crazy layup. But we're still trying to reel him back in. The time is running out. Tobias gets another layup. Like it all kind of came downhill. But we're still trying to claw back. Victor Oladipo hits a clutch three. But Tobias, I don't know how many baskets in a row that is for Tobias, but we do not have an answer for him. Victor penetrates, and Bam tries to slam it down. He misses it. But our subs are in. Caruso gets a garbage time layup, but we could not reel him back in. Tobias basically single-handedly kept us from winning the game. But I like this team. I like the energy. I like the defensive stops we were able to get. I like the different ways we could score. But even with the trades that we made, maybe Robert Williams needs to be starting. And maybe I need to look at that lineup a different way, or try to split the minutes different. But I like the looks we were able to get. I liked how we competed. I like the defense, how we could play defense. Tobias got player of the game, but going forward, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun playing with this team and getting into playoffs. I'm interested to see how we can compete, even if we make it to playoffs. But I'll leave that for the next video. But these are the stats and stuff. You guys can look through it. And I'll see you in the next one.